The champ is here! I gotta come up with a new line.
You do.
We're not gonna be hearing Cena say that too much anymore, I don't think.
Oh, you don't think he has any chance of winning the IC belt?
The United States belt? No, I don't.
Oh, you don't think he's going to win the US belt? See, it's how much I follow it. I don't even know what belt he's going for.
I don't know. It's up in the air right now, whether he'll win it or not. But what's up, Frenzy Head Nation? Welcome to the Sports Frenzy Recap Show. It is Season 5, Episode 26. Yeah.
I feel like we've done this before.
I feel that way too, yes. But, well, did you have a great time last night, Tim?
Of course I did. Or wait a minute.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Yeah! If you don't know what we're talking about, check out the blog. Tim and I shot some real quick little sound bites, 5-second, a couple minute long sound bites from the game last night. And for whatever last night, my word of the night was, yeah! Tim did a lot of talking, and then I just poked my head in. Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. I had a great time. Looking forward to our next adventure.
Oh, yes.
When we take in whatever game we decide to take in next. It was fun to get out there and just have that Frenzy crew representing.
Well, for sure, I think we're going to do a Mud Hens game this summer, but might try to sneak into a Tigers game here or there, too. So we'll see. We'll see what ticket prices are at this summer for the Tigers.
That's right. That's right.
So, but yeah, great time last night, and we'll go over the score here in a little bit here as we go through this recap show on this glorious Sunday night.
Feels like this was a long time ago, but these are from Friday games and Saturday games and Sunday races. So I'm just still feeling burnout from yesterday. Yesterday was so much fun. Rose and I had a blast. It's been quite some time since we've been able to actually get together other than through Skype and phone. So it was indeed a night to remember. All right, with that being said,
I lost my count. Sorry, I was trying to add real quick here. I always forget to do this until we go live on the shoot here. So, I'll let you start us out here, Tim.
What are we starting out here with? We're starting the scores?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I thought you had something else. I don't know. Anyhow, here we go. We have some NLL lacrosse. The Calvary Redneck over the Black Wolves win a whooping 20-9.
Yeah. The Edmonton, what a rush! Defeat the Toronto Rock 11-9.
Are you drinking out of your walleye cup tonight?
No, I got my Michigan one. That's in the sink. I had to wash it from the adult beverage I was having last night.
Oh, okay.
Are you drinking?
We have the... What?
Are you drinking out of yours?
I actually just got mine cleaned and they're drying right now, so... But they're here with me, so... All right, we have the Buffalo Bandits over the Minnesota Swarm, 12-8.
Sorry, it's counting again. Sorry. I have to go through them there. All right, back to it here. We have the Buffalo Bandits defeating the Minnesota Swarm 12-8.
Did we just do that one? That's one I just did.
Oh, yes, it is. Sorry. See, that's what happens when I count. I got to remember to do that before we start shooting. The Colorado Mammoth defeat the Vancouver Stealth 14-11. Plus, I wanted to throw my sound bite in there too. I like it when I can do the. Anyways. Moving
So
on.
the Colorado Mammoth over the Vancouver Stealth, 14-11.
Yes.
I just felt like doing that team against you because they for that twice. So.
Hey, that's all good.
All right. On to some Major League preseason baseball. The Yankees taking it to the Detroit Tigers, 11-2.
Army Matey Pirates gets a big win over the Minnesota Twins. Ha ha. 4-2. Arr.
Sorry, Roger and your Dodgers. They fell to the Oakland A's, 3-2.
Ooh, your first 3-point bonus game.
This is a first in history for you guys right here.
It is. The
For
Mariner.
3-point bonus game, anyway.
What?
For the 3-point bonus game, anyway.
Yes. I think this is the first ever. We have the the Seattle Mariners and the Texas Rangers tying 4-4. So, as long as you picked a team, you get 3 points.
Yes, you do.
Now, if you deferred, like Tim does sometimes, no points for you. But I'm sure everybody picked somebody here, so...
That's right.
Now, I should explain in baseball the reason that it's a 4-4 tie and it didn't go into extra innings is because we're in preseason baseball right now. And I was talking with my dad, actually, and he said in preseason baseball, it hit 9 innings. If it's tied, that's usually it. But every once in a while, they may go to 10th inning, but usually not, just because they don't want to risk injuries because it's preseason and records don't matter. So, yeah. So everybody gets 3 points. Ooh.
Okay. Next up, we have some minor league hockey action. And you guys already know the score for this game because we talked about it all night long. If you were watching the blog. We have the Toledo Walleye, the game we were at, taking it to the K-Wings 5-2 is your final score there.
Let's go Walleye! Let's go Walleye!
Walleye!
And the crazy part, and in case you missed our recap show there on the blog, there was not one penalty in this game. Weirdest thing
not one penalty
I've ever seen.
at all.
Weird.
A couple fights, and they just broke them up, didn't really let them go at it. But the fouls we saw in front of us, man, where we had some really good seats, so we could see the action extremely well from our end.
Some very flagrant penalties that should have been easily called, but were missed, obviously. This cracked me up because I'm sitting there watching the game, and I think the Walleye touched the puck, and all of a sudden the penalty box opens. I was like, yes, a penalty, finally! Somebody gets a penalty! No, what happens is the ref skates over to the penalty box and grabs a water jug and takes a big drink of water and gives it back to him, and they shut the door. So apparently that's just what they use the penalty box for in the mud hen, or the Walleye there, is to hold their water bottles, I guess.
Well, refs get thirsty too. If you're not going to have any penalties, you got to use those boxes for something.
I guess. This is true. The Grand Rapids Griffins get a big win over the Milwaukee Admirals. 3-1.
NCAA score updates. The Oklahoma just beat Dayton in what started out to be a close game. So Oklahoma is moving on. If you have them in your bracket, moving on.
Ooh.
All right, back to our scores here. And we have the Tampa Bay Lightning in Major League Hockey over the Detroit Red Wings, 3-1. Boo.
The Anaheim Quack Quack Ducks defeat the Colorado Avalanche 3-2 in overtime.
Oh, let's see. We have some NBA basketball action. The LA Clippers beating the Washington Wizards 113-99.
The defending world champion, the San Antonio Spurs,
There you go, Rose.
defeat the Boston Celtics 101-89.
All right. You're next. 3-point bonus game.
3 points.
That's right.
Now don't tell me this ended in a tie.
It's funny you say that. I was just getting ready to make that joke and go, this game ended with a tie as well. But no, it didn't. The Memphis Grizzlies win this game 112-101 over the Dallas Mavericks.
Sorry, the sound effect was still going on there. The Grizzlies won 112-101. I think it kind of drowned you out a little there, Tim. Sorry about that.
Yes, the Grizzlies win against the Dallas Mavericks 112-101.
All right. There we go.
And that was your 3-point bonus game.
This is a 3-point bonus game. So, yes, somebody actually gets 3 points and somebody doesn't get 3 points. But Tim and I both get
3 points.
Tim and I both get 3 points on that one. Getting a huge upset. The Detroit Pistons upset the Chicago Bulls 107-91.
That's right. That's right. This team right here should have me the title belts right now.
Well, we would be tied actually on this one, but we'll go on to the. We'll continue on here in a minute. We have
Good job, Justin. I still believe in you, even though Rose out. All right, we got NCAA basketball. This was second round, I believe, correct?
Yes. Yep, because I think we're on.
Second round tourney action.
I believe so.
And both of us decided that we were going to go with our bracket pick.
Correct.
So this is one of the games we were against on here. I went with Indiana.
Yep, I went with Wichita
Rose
State.
went with Wichita State.
Correct.
And Rose moves on. 81-76.
Correct.
Score that game.
We have Oregon, which Tim and I both went with.
Quack, quack.
Whack, whack. Oregon,
Quack, quack.
Oregon defeats Oklahoma State 79-73.
Quack, quack.
Whack, whack.
We have Iowa over Davidson. 83-52.
And we both went with Iowa on that one.
We did.
Gonzaga
Gonzaga
defeats North Dakota State 86-76.
All right. Well, as long as we're talking about the NCAA basketball here, we could get some score updates on the tournament.
Yes.
I got you guys up in front of you.
The score updates. Let's see. What do we got here? Let me real quick see here. Currently, Gonzaga. 1 second. Let me refresh my screen here. 1 second, everybody. Currently, Gonzaga is beating Iowa 54-40. Gonzaga. Northern Iowa and Louisville have not started yet. Let's see. West Virginia and Maryland have not started yet. That starts at 8:40 here. Bear with me for a second. Wisconsin currently is beating Oregon 29-21. I think that's it for score updates at NCAA. Currently, let me pull my tablet here for you guys so you guys can see this. So currently, right now we have. Let's see if you can see that. Nope, it's not going to show up. Sorry. We got
State over Kansas, 78-65. Duke over San Diego State, 68-49. And Michigan State upsetting Virginia, 60-54.
Correct. Kentucky defeats Cincinnati, 64-51. Notre Dame defeats Butler, 67-64. Wichita State upsets Kansas, 78-65. North Carolina defeats Arkansas, 87-78. Xavier defeats Georgia State, 75-67. Arizona defeats Ohio State, 73-58. UCLA defeats UAB, 92-75. Utah defeats Georgetown, 75-64. Duke defeats San Diego State, 68-49. 49, I'm sorry. Oklahoma defeats Dayton, 72-66. And NC State upsets Villanova, 71-68. So
how screwed up is the brackets, Rose?
our brackets are very screwed up right now. I got them actually right here, and both our East brackets there are totally messed up because we both had Virginia and Villanova moving on, and we both had Villanova going to the Final Four. So that section is messed up for us. Kansas also got knocked out, and we had them going to the Elite Eight. So Tim, three of your Elite Eight are knocked out already.
Yeah, I've got some trouble.
Yeah, well, hey, as long as Arizona and Gonzaga make it to the finals, or Kentucky and Gonzaga make it to the finals, I guess that's how we'll determine which one of us wins it this year. I did go through and actually watch the president pick out his bracket. His bracket isn't looking so hot either right now. For the men's bracket, he had in his Final Four Kentucky versus Villanova and Arizona versus Duke. So one of his Final Four teams is already knocked out as well. And in the finals, he had Kentucky versus Villanova. So one of his final teams is out of there already. And winning it all, he has Kentucky winning it all. In the women's bracket, he had UConn versus Notre Dame and South Carolina versus Princeton. And then in his finals, he had Notre Dame versus UConn, and he has UConn winning it all.
Wow. Interesting. All right, so hopefully your brackets aren't nearly as bad as ours, but I think with Villanova losing, I bet that screwed up a lot of people's brackets.
Yeah.
So.
Anytime those top teams there. I did hear, too, that the only perfect bracket still on the ESPN perfect bracket thing that they do, I heard is no longer perfect. So there are no longer any perfect brackets out there competing for money. Let me quick go to the women's basketball here. And
They will be giving second round action today, I believe.
Yes, they just finished the second round. They're a day behind. So, and they started some games in the third round. They have Dayton upsets second-ranked Kentucky 99-94. Duke defeats Mississippi State 64-56.
Wow.
Baylor defeats Arkansas 73-44. Iowa over Iowa over Miami of Florida, 88-70. And that's it for the third round there. So those are the teams moving on in the women's part of the bracket there. Oh, but don't worry, we still got NASCAR to cover too, everybody.
That's right, we got some NASCAR for you. We just thought we'd get we were talking about the tournament, we'd get those updates in there for you.
Oh,
we didn't forget NASCAR, though.
No, we did not.
What do you got for us, bros?
Number 1, Brad Kowalski. Number 2, Kevin Harvick. And number 3, Kurt Busch.
What?
Kurt Busch.
Kurt Busch.
Kurt Busch.
Kurt Busch is back!
He is. Came in 3rd place this week. So
wow.
If you pick one of those 3 teams, or one of those 3 drivers, I'm sorry, you get a point.
Which I didn't.
So that's what brought me the title, was good old Kevin Harvick for me. Let's see if I see anything.
Good news here. The Pistons get another win today in overtime against the Boston Celtics, 105-97.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
They got the in a row.
Congratulations goes out to Japanese wrestler legend Tatsumi Funami. He will be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Let's see. Here's a fun one for you, Tim. Real quick. Name your top 5 favorite wrestlers of all time.
Did you do a top 5 already?
I already did. You want me to tell you mine?
Yeah, tell me yours.
All right. I got Steve Austin, Jeff Hardy, The Rock, Undertaker, and Goldberg.
Mm-hmm. Good. That's good. Top 5, man. That's tough. Number 1 for sure for me would be Goldberg. He's my number 1 guy always. Oh, gosh. That's a tough one. There's a lot of great guys out there. I gotta put Jeff Hardy in there somewhere, simply for his style of wrestling and his love for the fans. He still appreciates the fans, and I love it when he goes into the ring and he still gives everybody high fives and everything like that. Let's see, who else do I like? I don't know. I'll think about that and get back with you guys on that one.
I'm going to hold you to that one, Tim. Let's see. 2-time MVP Steve Nash formally announces his retirement from basketball.
Yep.
Here at Frenzy Nation, we give our condolences to Hijo Del Pedro. Did I say his name right?
I think you said pretty decent.
He's a professional wrestler, and he the other night, or I think it was yesterday, he died in a match accident.
He's a lucha legend, son of a lucha legend.
He died in a match, and actually it was against Rey Mysterio. And right now it looks like the rumor is that Rey Mysterio may be charged with manslaughter, even though it was an accident and it wasn't intentional in any way. It just was kind of one of those accidents that happen sometimes in wrestling. So our condolences goes out to his friends and family, and I really hope nothing happens to Rey Mysterio in the way of criminal charges, because he doesn't deserve it. I'm sure he didn't do it intentionally, and
it's never easy when something like that happens for everyone. So yeah, condolences out to the family.
yes. Real quick here, if you're curious what CM Punk's going to look like fighting for UFC, that's what he's going to look like. CM Punk.
He looks a lot different.
Yeah, he looks like he's toned up quite a bit. So that's what he's going to look like there. Let me see what else we got here real quick. Congratulations goes out to the Adrian College men's hockey. They are moving on to the Frozen Four.
Good job. Probably heading to Minnesota as we speak.
Yes.
Minneapolis. I think it was Minneapolis.
Toledo defeats Wright State in the first round of the 2015 postseason for the women's NIT. So congratulations goes out to Toledo moving on. And, Friday, happy birthday goes to Sting. It was Sting's birthday on Friday. This one I don't really know why, but Oklahoma City Thunder have removed Kevin Durant from all basketball activities. There is no timetable for his return. I'm not quite sure why that is. Walleye clinch. I think that's all I have for you guys.
We'll try and research that for you and have something for you next week on that, possibly.
That is all I have for you guys tonight.
All right, well, that's it, and that's enough. All right, everyone, so enjoy the beginning of your week. Enjoy the tournament going on, whether you're watching the men's or the women's, and we will see you again real soon. I am the coach. Be blessed, everyone.
And I'm Jamie.
And if you're not down with that,
We got 2 words for you.